Welcome back, Pasco County Scholars. It's Mrs. Day again. Excited to have another lesson of converting or adding and subtracting those numbers of measure with different units. This is lesson 7. Remember, we said that we're going to have more practice, so it'd be helpful to have your notes from yesterday. But we'll get to that in a minute. All right. We're still talking about I can solve problems involving mixed units, but this time, instead of capacity, we're going to do length. So that means feet and inches, those types of measurement, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started with our materials. Again, you're not probably going to need your Eureka manual Eureka book because we're going to give you time to practice throughout the lesson, so it is a little bit of a longer video because of that. But that's okay because you guys are going to get a little more proficient and a little bit faster today too. So you do need your paper and your math journal or your math journal to take notes and solve problems as we go through. It will be very helpful to have yesterday's notes if you get confused, and you'll have some additional references for. You need a pencil and your mathematical brain. As soon as you have those things ready, go ahead and pause, get them ready. Once you do, then go ahead and hit start again, and we'll go ahead and keep moving right along. All right, welcome back. Addition. We're going to talk about some addition. Here it is. Ready? What's 8 months plus 7 months? Oh, that is absolutely right. Let me get my pen on so we can go ahead and get started here. It is 15 months. How can I express that in years and months? How many months are in a year? Well, if you don't know, go ahead and run through the months. But it ends up being there are 12 months in a year. So how many months are left? 3 months. So it's 1 year, 3 months. Great job. How about 8/12 and 7/12? Ooh, notice it's the same number. 15, and we're going to write it because it has it in unit form. We're going to write it in unit form. It is 15/12. How about we express the sum, this sum right here, 15/12, into ones and 12s? I bet you it's going to be something that looks like this. Well, because we need 12/12 to make that one whole. And what's going to be left? Yeah, that's right, our 3/12. So 1 and 3/12 is our mixed number in ones and 12s. Amazing. Let's go ahead. Bravo, bravo. Let's go ahead and go with some more. We have 1 foot equals 12 inches. So we have 8 inches plus 7 inches. That magic number of 15 inches. So I bet you we need to express this in feet and inches. What do we think? Yes, it is. So what is? How many feet? Yep, you're right. 1 foot. And how many inches? 3 inches. Way to remember from the screen before. I don't know why I'm writing out inches instead of using the abbreviation, but there it is. All right. There is our solution. So it shows us our solution that we were doing on the slide before. We're decomposing that 15 inches into 12 inches, 3 inches. Then it will convert to 1 foot to 3 inches. Our solution A, again, 8 inches. I know that I need 4 more inches to make a foot. So they're adding those 8 and 4 together. You may ask where they get the 4 inches from. Well, they got it from that 7 inches that we originally had. They made the foot. Here's the other 3 because 4 plus 3 does equal the 7. So there it is, 1 foot, 3 inches. It's time for you to practice. If you need to take your notes, please feel free to push pause, write your notes down, and then you are going to practice these here. 11 inches plus 9 inches equals, and 4 feet plus 4 feet equals. The 2 solution methods that you can choose from are at the top of your screen. Go ahead and choose a solution method or try both. It's up to you. Go ahead and push pause, get those answered, and then we're going to go for it one more time. All right, welcome back. 11 inches plus 9 inches. I'm going to do solution A for this one because I know that all I need is 1 more inch to make a foot. So I can say 11 inches plus 1 inch. again, I don't know why I write that, but that's okay, equals that 1 foot. I also know that 1 inch minus that 9 inches, I have 8 inches left. So that's going to leave me 1 foot, 8 inches. And it is okay to sometimes use one strategy, and then you find that the other strategy, I may need to use the other solution, and that's okay. So like this one, 4 feet plus 4 feet. Well, I already know I'm going to have yards because this 4 feet is already over 3 feet. So I'm going to just go ahead and add my like units together and get 8 feet. So now I'm going to decompose my 8 feet. How many feet make a yard? 3 feet. Okay, so there's 1 yard. 3 feet make another yard. And 3 and 3 is 6. So how much do I have left over? I have 2 feet. So my answer is what? I have 1 foot. I have 1 yard and another yard because 3 feet make a yard. So now I have 2 yards and 2 feet. There it is, my friends. Go ahead and pause and write down your notes if you need to. And then we're going to go ahead and kick it up a notch because this was a piece of cake. All right, let's discuss this one. 9 feet, 8 inches plus 7 inches. I'm going to show you the solutions already so we can talk about them. And then you're going to get time to practice because it is all about practice. 9 feet plus 8 inches, or 9 feet, 8 inches plus 7 inches. I know to make the next foot, I need 12 inches. So I already have 8 inches. And solution A, I already have 8 inches. All I need is 4 more inches to make that next foot. Okay, where'd you get the 4 from? Well, they got the 4 from the 7 inches. So how many inches are left? Because they decomposed that 7 inches. 4 plus 3 is the 7. So how many did they have left? They had 3 inches left, which now make 10 feet, 3 inches. In solution B, they chose just to go ahead and add their like units. 9 feet plus, well, there's no feet on this side, so that's going to equal 9 feet. So that's a big old 0. We can't forget our friendly 0 there. So we have 9 feet. Now we have 8 inches plus 7 inches. Again, this is at 15 inches. Going back to that 15 that we did earlier real quick, we know that 1 foot is 12 inches. So here's the 1 foot, or you could have wrote 12, or you could write 12 inches in there and then you would know it's 1 foot, or you could actually write 1 foot equals 12 inches and then circle it so you don't forget. So when I decompose 15 into 12 inches, how many inches do I have left? I have 3 inches left. So now I'm going to take my foot, add it to my other foot. I now have 10 feet. Need my other part with 3 inches. Go ahead and pause if you need to make notes, and then I'm going to give you, you're going to see this picture again on the next slide in order to be able to answer your practice questions. Here we are, friends. There's the pictures that you need, and here are your 2 questions. 4 feet, 9 inches plus 10 inches, and then 6 yards, 2 feet plus 5 feet. Go ahead and pause, try them out, use whatever solution is more comfortable for you, and then restart when we're ready to go. All right, friends, nice job. I am going to choose to do solution B with this one. So I'm going to do this one as 4 feet plus no feet on this side, so that equals 4 feet. 9 inches plus 10 inches equals 19 inches. Now I need to decompose this 19 inches. How many inches are in a foot? 1 foot equals 12 inches. I'm going to put that in my number bond part. So if I use 12 inches, I had 19 and I used 12, what's left? What's my other part? 7 inches. Amazing. So now I get to add my 4 feet and my 1 foot. It turns into 5 feet. And I have my other part of 7 inches. Amazing job. All right, I'm sure you got there. Either solution, as long as you got 5 feet 7 inches, you're good to go. If you didn't and you still have questions, please reach out to your teachers. All right, 6 yards, 2 feet plus 5 feet. I know all I need is 3 more feet to make my next yard. So I'm going to use solution A. Okay, I'm going to use solution A and decompose the 5. I'm going to take 3 of those feet to add to my 2 feet to make my next yard of 7 yards. That's a really big 7. And how much is left? From the 5 feet, I have already used 3 feet. Now I only have 2 feet left. So we have 7 yards, 2 feet. Okay. I'm sure you did amazing. We leveled up. Great job. I love leveling up. My kids talk about leveling up in their games all the time. All right, let's go ahead and go up and level up another section. All right, where are you ready? Let's go. 9 feet 8 inches plus 6 feet 7 inches. Oh, I know we saw these same things yesterday, but we're just using feet and inches. This is nothing different. So here again are the same solution methods that we used yesterday, but the only thing that's different is now we're talking about having 12 inches in a foot versus what we were talking about with quarts and cups and pints and gallons. So looking at these, again, solution A, I already know I have 9 feet 8 inches. All I need now is I'm sorry, I messed that up last time too. 9 feet 8 inches. They added the 6 feet first because we want to deal with the feet and get them out of the way. So we have the 9 feet plus the 6 feet, and then that gives us the 15 feet, and of course we have our 8 inches. When we look at 8 inches, I know they have put, so it looks a little different today. They didn't break this up. So I personally would have broken this up. You don't have to, but I know how many inches do I need in order to get to the next foot, to 16 feet. 8 plus what gives me 12? 4, right? So I would have done 8 inches plus the 4 inches and have received the 16 feet. Then I would have taken plus the 3 inches that was left over from the 7, and then I would have received 16 feet 3 inches as a sum. I would have broken that up in 2 pieces in the arrow method, but if you are confident and you're able to, or you're ready for that next level and you're able to see that, then that's great. If you're not able to see that right away, which I was having a little bit of difficulty seeing it right away, I had to think a little bit harder. I wanted to break it up into 2 steps. So either way is fine. And then when you got to solution B, of course, then that's when they add both like units, not just the feet and feet, but they're adding the both like units of 9 feet and 6 feet gives them 15 feet. 8 inches and 7 inches gives them 15 inches. And then that, of course, gives me that 16 feet 3 inches because they decomposed the 15 inches into 1 foot 3 inches, or 12 inches and 3 inches. We know that the 12 inches is also known as 1 foot. Added the 15 feet plus the 1 foot, and it gets you the 3 inches. If you need to break, and I'll make it a little bit neater, I guess. If you need to break this arrow method up more, please feel free. I'm gonna do it real quick here to pause the video and write that down because it's not going to be on the next screen. So that's going to give me the 15 feet. So we added our feet first. And this is where I differ. This is inches, not feet. 8 inches. This is where I differ from the solution method up here. So see, there's many different types of solution methods. I would want to see, I personally need to be able to decompose this 7 inches to know that there's my 16 feet. And I took that out of the 7 inches because 8 plus 4 equals 12 inches, which also equals a foot. So that gave me my 16 feet. So when I took the 4 inches out of the 7 inches, I have 3 inches left, which now gives me 16 feet, 3 inches. Okay, so if you need to write that down, please feel free to pause because next you're going to be able to practice some on your own. And if you needed that extra decomposition, please feel free to have that. All right, let's go. There's your solution methods of practice if you'd like, whatever one that you like to have. And here are your 2 problems. Go ahead and pause, solve your problems, and then come back and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, welcome back. I have 4 feet, 6 inches plus 3 feet, 11 inches. I'm going to go ahead and use solution B. So I'm going to go ahead and add my like terms. That's usually my go-to method anyway. So to make Mrs. Day feel like she's in her comfort zone, we're going to go there. So 4 feet plus 3 feet equals 7 feet. 6 inches plus 11 inches equals 17 inches. Okay. I'm going to decompose my 17 inches into 12 inches, which equals 1 foot. And how many inches do I have left? 17 minus 12, so I have 5 inches left. So that's my other part. So I'm going to add these 2 together. Okay, so I'm going to take my 7 foot, add 1 more foot. I get 8 feet. And I have my other part left over of 5 inches. All of a sudden I thought minutes and I had the wrong unit. 5 inches. All right, let's go ahead. I'll use solution A. I'm pushing my comfort zone, trying to use both solutions so I can make sure that I'm comfortable with them. I have 6 yards, 1 foot. So let me go ahead and write that down. 6 yards, 1 foot. I know I need 3 feet total to make a yard, so I need 2 more. Oh, before I do that, I'm sorry, this is the piece I always forget. Let me add my 3 yards first. Let me get that out of the way. 6 yards plus 3 yards equals 9 yards. All right, so now we got our yards out of the way. Now let's go to the feet. All right, I know I need 3 feet to make a yard. So I need 2 more feet to make a yard. Oh, looky here. All I have is 2 feet, so I don't need to decompose it. I'm just going to add it. So now this is going to make the other foot. So my answer is 10 yards. All right, if you need to write your notes down, go right ahead and pause. If you have questions, make sure you're reaching out to your teachers, but I think we nailed it. All right. Subtraction. I can feel it. I can feel everybody going, but it's okay. We're gonna take it step by step and we're gonna get it done. 1 minus 9/12 is, how many more twelfths do I need to make how many more twelfths do I need to make a whole if I have 9/12? That's right, 3/12. So 3/12 is our answer. 7 minus 9/12. This is where I like to definitely make sure I don't want to do mental math here. I have 6 and I have 12/12. I know this is going to be 9/12, so this is going to be 3/12 because I just answered that up there. So 6 and 3/12. 1 year and 9 months. Subtract 9 months. Well, 1 year equals 12 months. And I'm sure that's why we're using inches and year and months together, because the answer is still 12. So we have that going on for us. So 1 year minus 9 months is 3 months. Nice job. All right, so let's continue some subtraction. We had to just get our subtraction brain going with a few quick and easy problems to do. Here is our reference sheet. And now I have 1 foot minus 9 inches. Again, how many is that? You're absolutely right, 3 inches. Now we have 7 minus 9 inches. I'm pretty sure you guys can solve that in your head. But some of us may need that extra little scaffold, which is that 6 and then the 12 inches. I know 12 inches minus 9 inches is 3 inches. So I have 6 and 3 twelfths. All right. Oh, that would be not totally correct because I forgot to put the unit. How silly was I? So not 6 and 3/12. I knew I paused for a reason. That is 6 feet. 3 inches. 6 feet, 3 inches. Ooh, get it together, Mrs. Day. We switched to subtraction and my brain all of a sudden shut down. Let's get that back in there and back together. So let's go over that problem. It's right here. It's right here, problem number 2. So I have 6 feet, and let's go ahead and write feet here too. 12 inches, and I needed to subtract. It leaves me with 6 feet, 3 inches. I know you guys got that. Mrs. Day's brain just needed to shift for us. All right, let's move on. Let's solve this problem. Here are the answers to those problems. So we're just going to look at them and kind of refer to these. So we have 7 feet, 4 inches minus 9 inches. Same thing as we did yesterday. We're going to number bond it out. We're going to have that 6 feet. Know that my number bond looks a little bit different when I do it because I use 7 feet and I decompose that 7 feet into 6 feet and my 12 inches. Because sometimes I need to be able to see that, and then I rewrite 6 feet, and then I take this 12 and this 4 together, and I get 16 inches. And then I subtract the 9 inches. So mine looks a little bit different when I do it just because I need that extra step to be shown of where 16 came from. Okay, so that still leaves us with the same answer of 6 feet, 7 inches. So looking at the next problem, problem number 4, 7 feet, 4 inches minus 5 feet, 9 inches. We want to ask ourselves, do I have enough inches, 4 inches, to subtract those 9 inches? Again, I don't. But I do the same thing as I did over here. I always want to show where that 16 comes from, so I always have that extra step. So I'm going to show 7 feet as 6 feet, 12 inches. So then I rewrite my problem. 6 feet, 16 inches minus 5 feet, 9 inches. So mine always looks a little bit different. So now I have 6 feet minus 5 feet, which is 1 foot, and 16 inches minus 9 inches, which is 7 inches. So I come up with the same solution. I just take one more step. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to have that one more step listed because it's not on the next screen. So you can have it. So pause, write it in your notebook or on your paper so you have it. Because the next screen is going to have you try a couple. Oh, I lied. We're not going to try a couple. All right. Well, that's okay. We don't have a couple to try. That's fine. We've done a lot of hard work these last 2 days again, we're persevering. I really enjoy this picture here that shows that we're going to persevere through this all together. So celebrate what you did today. Go ahead and go on Zone for 20 to 30 minutes, and that way you can get some more practice in. The next 2 lessons, Mrs. Day does a lot less modeling, and you guys are going to do a lot more practicing with these notes, with these strategies that we've been talking about. So please, please, please make sure that you keep these notes. Do not put them in the trash can yet, as we are going to need them to be able to refer to. You guys will be able to refer to when you're doing your problems tomorrow for lesson 8 and lesson 9 to be able to keep making that progress toward this understanding. If you need to ask questions or want to ask questions, or if you have some misconceptions that you think you need to have solved before tomorrow, please make sure you're reaching out to your teachers to be able to do that. I have enjoyed going ahead and facilitating today's lesson. Mrs. Day's brain still waking up, I guess, but we were able to persevere through. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day, friends.